Alright. Okay, you've been waiting for a while, but it's finally back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last episode of Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. And you know he's vibing. Look at him go. Turnabout ablaze. This one's a doozy. I remember when I played this on the DS, I had a save file specifically on this chapter because it's just so good. The finale of it, I'm not going to say anything else about it because you guys need to see it. So hope you're all ready. Time for a new case. Yes, of course. Got to warm up my Edgeworth muscles. Yes, 1, 2. Salary cut. Autopsy report. Alright, I think I'm ready. Fire. 2 cards. One of the Black Raven. And one of the White Raven. A country torn in 2. One to the west. And one to the east. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself.
It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here!
Look at this 2D animation. It's so nice. There he is. Get him. Ah, shoot. You! Accursed Yatagarasu! K! You! Look, I know Kay's a fiery young individual, but I don't think she'd commit arson. 8 hours earlier. 8 hours! This entire game happens in the span of like 4 days and 7 years. March 14th, 10:17 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. Thankfully, I repaired the bullet hole in my jacket. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. And say that again. Imagine playing this entire game in one sitting. Like, that's how Edgeworth feels. Just boom, 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 boom. Murder. He must be cursed. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewaterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? 'Cause Phoenix not here. Somebody's gotta pick up the slack, Edgeworth. Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Eehoo, about that. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, I thought that was Gumshoe.
Mr. Edgeworth! This is big, I tell you! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? How did you get here? Did they just let you into the building? Like, you checked in with Maggie at the security office and you know what? She'd probably just let Kay on in despite publicly announcing that she's a thief. Yeah, okay, fine. Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly, the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. What are you talking about? Fragile dreams? Sounds like a video game for the PS4. Let me know if the volume is okay. It sounds a little loud to me, but judging by the way that OBS is showing me the volume, it seems fine. I did an update right before stream. Terrible idea, I know, but everything seemed fine when I checked it. Come on, let's go! The fake Yatagarasu isn't going to just find herself, you know? Who knows? Who knows if Callisto U's even, still around or alive? Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake
Faker?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say
what? K! Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that you've only had a few hours to search so far. Yes, you can tell he was searching real hard in that cup of tea of his. He was trying to tell the future. In the leaves. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay.
What's wrong with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep talking to me right now?
How much sleep has Edgeworth gotten over the past 3 days? He's probably still jet-lagged, honestly.
Anyway, I got him something much more important that I want you to see.
Oh? And that is?
Here, I upgraded Little Thief. Now it's an Android, no longer a BlackBerry.
Wow. Chigasari Karu, what's up? How you doing?
Take a look at this.
A paper newspaper. Question, when's the last time you've seen a paper newspaper? Honestly? A paper newspaper, it sounds like an oxymoron. Like, I don't even think my parents get a delivered newspaper anymore. Every time I walk around, well, not anymore, but every time I've walked around in recent memory in just the middle of LA, I see all those empty newspaper boxes. People just put their trash in them. You know? Yatagarasu sends card to embassy. On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. The next Smash Brothers character. You peel away the Yatagarasu symbol, it's just a smash symbol. Yeah. What is SMG for, Persona guy? I don't know what that is. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. Which embassy was it? Was it Cadopia? Besides Cadopia and Borginia, those are the only foreign countries that they mentioned in this game so far.
The date of the card mentions is today.
Today, huh?
Come on, we gotta hurry. The embassy awaits.
I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. Just like me, just running on, 4 hours of sleep. Edgeworth probably spiked his tea with just 5 caffeine pills. Don't do that. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating?
Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today?
You don't know me on my day-to-day life, Kay. You've only met me twice, and the second time was yesterday. I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up.
Well, then you should get too wound up too!
I don't know what that would do to Edgeworth. It would probably, raise his blood pressure to the point of explosion.
Because this might just be our chance to catch that woman!
You mean Miss Yu? Miss Yu? Just Mr. The woman who killed Kay's father, Bern Faraday, 7 years ago.
Oh, boy.
Man, I remember it just like it was last week. She pointed a gun at my head. Good times. Good times. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom.
She makes me so mad! The phony?
You only found out that she was a phony, what? Very recently.
Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card.
At least not before the theft.
Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public, the target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome.
Still soft-spoken. What's up? How you doing? We're just starting. You haven't missed much. Hope you're well. The Yatagarasu's car that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. There's some investigation music. Oh, yeah. I've been adding more songs to my iPod. I totally need to remember to put more Ace Attorney music on. There's a jazz album, there's an orchestra album, there's albums just for each game. Capcom just knows how to make some tunes, mate.
See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that woman's involved, then nothing is.
It's also very odd that the Yatagarasu would just suddenly appear after how many years? 7?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out the door you go.
I just got here. I haven't paid the rent of my apartment, so I actually live here now. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. Ooh? Can I explore this room one more time? Maybe we'll have more stuff to say. There's something interesting about this car that we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. Their printer ran out of ink. But wait, no! Yeah, they only had white ink. They can only print it on black paper.
What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes?
Dude, staring that hard. I'm imagining the eyes emoji just on Edgeworth. Hold on, I can do that. Anytime there's a spark in Edgeworth's eye, you just see. Let me check up on chat while I'm looking. Kamen Rider, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're well. Did I miss you coming in earlier? If I did, apologies. I was like really invested in this story as I usually am. Hope you're doing good. How was the last day of your GBA night? GBA month, by the way. Oh. Wait. Yep. And then. I'm gonna be able to just bring that up anytime Edgeworth's sprite is on the left. Edgeworth S. Yeah. Speaking of Capcom making tunes, Devil May Cry, excellent music. Bang bang, pull my devil trigger. Pretty good. New theme for Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. I heard about that. I might get it just to justify buying a PS5. If I wasn't a streamer, I wouldn't be buying a PS5, honestly. Hope I'm good too. Yeah, thank you, Celeste. That means a lot. It means a lot that you guys care. You know, don't worry about me. I'm just, playing video games. I know I'll need to, if I ever need to take a day off of streaming for my health, I will. You guys will just have to sit tight. But thank you for understanding. Yeah, singing. Anyway, no reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also somewhat of a special nature to me. I agree, there is some merit to be found in investigating this. Why does he say it in such a roundabout way? Like, she also ticks me off. Like, no, maybe there's a secret affair? No.
I knew you'd come around.
Streaming on a Wednesday. Yeah, I'm streaming today, if you're just coming in. We're not doing Final Fantasy because someone was already known not to make it to tonight's Final Fantasy, so I'm streaming myself tonight. Which is good, because this week's schedule is packed. Scary Games on Friday, don't miss them. March 14th, 5 p.m., Theatrum Neutralis. What kind of theater is that?
By the light of this night's glorious moon,
Steel Samurai!
we are ready!
Ready to embark on our nightly outing.
And this is where our tale begins.
He's gotta have the most, booming hero, Super Sentai, tokusatsu voice. You know it. Did we know what embassy to go to? Or, Edgeworth just happened to have tickets to the Steel Samurai show? Quote unquote, just happened. Quote unquote, this is the reason he flew back on such short notice, because he could not miss Steel Samurai for the world. Heck yeah. What coincidence? Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held in such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? What a coincidence indeed. Steel Samurai is just that popular.
Yeah, the climax was really awesome.
How much blood was shed? I'm assuming it's like freaking that one old Japanese movie director that just puts blood everywhere. The one that Ghost of Tsushima is based off of. Heck yeah. Spider-Man and Souls are some of your favorite. Miles Morales and Demon Souls is enough for you to get a PS5. I actually haven't played those games in regular or PS4 form, so also reasons for me to get them. Gaming news, since this suddenly became relevant, they changed Peter Parker's face for Spider-Man PS4 coming to PS5, and a lot of people are divided on whether or not it looks good because he looks younger. Like, he looks more like Tom Holland now, which apparently is not intentional. They just use an actor that happens to look younger and therefore more like Tom Holland. But also, it doesn't really make sense because this is supposed to be the Spider-Man that has been around for however many years and just has been the Spider-Man, you know? Let me just make sure there's nothing. Okay, good. And boop. Chrome, please. Chrome, please. Chrome, please. There. Look. Old. New. Wait. Chrome? Chrome? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Yep. Updating OBS always works out really well. Now my cursor's not being captured. Anyway, you can see it. There's the picture. Old, new. It looks way younger now. It's a very realistic model. I personally have no opinion, because again, I haven't played Spider-Man PS4. But, I have no idea why they would make the change. As a programmer, that feels like necessary. Oh well, whatever. You guys can have whatever opinions you want on it. I'm not gonna stop you. Yeah, the climax was awesome! Spider-Man showed up! Japanese Spider-Man, by the way. Japan has their own tokusatsu version of Spider-Man, and he's famous for banging a wrench on the ground. I don't know the context, but it's random.
Steel Samurai Sushi Slice! I got the chill down my spine when he pulled that move out.
I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television.
I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building.
Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Is it like a Czechoslovakia situation where it used to be one country that split into two? Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries.
So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabasta, right?
Alabasta.
You don't like the new face? Like, it looks nice, it just doesn't look like Peter Parker as Spider-Man experienced. Tom Holland is technically the same age as Spider-Man in that game. He just got a baby face, though. That's where it gets all muddy, because it's like, it's a creative change and not like a change that really needed to happen. Yeah. Spider-Man, Tokusatsu Spider-Man was basically the precursor to modern Kamen Riders. Is he? I actually kind of really like that idea. Like, the way that comic books just came around and inspired Japanese media. And then I'm sure it's gone back the other way. Yeah. Supposed to be a Spider-Man for 8 years. Yeah, got it. It appears that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Worldwide, baby.
Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja.
Oh, you're one of those.
What do you mean, Edgeworth?
Oh, nothing. Feel free to like inferior shows.
Edgeworth, why do you have to be such a gatekeeper?
I'm sorry, I'm a boomer.
The Republic of Babel is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. There's something for fangirls like me. We totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end.
What did you say? I'll have you know. Okay, Edgeworth, stay calm. People are allowed to have differing opinions. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants is to be a ninja. It's not a thief, but rather a ninja. She wants to stream Fortnite, dude.
So, anyway, about today's event. What's it called again?
The Kingdom of Alabasta versus the Republic of Babel Goodwill Jubilee. Why is it versus? You say goodwill, but you also say versus. I can tell they have a storied past. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabasta and the Republic of Babel These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. And it was called the Principality of Cadopia. Ah, there it is. I was wondering where Cadopia fit into all of this. I wonder why they hadn't mentioned it. I was gonna go with like Alibaba. Alibaba? How long ago was this split? If you were still calling it Cadopia 7 years ago, it's gotta be recent.
Huh? Is everything all right, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a versus on who can have more goodwill. Friendly rivalry. Yes, I'm all right. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marks the beginning of the era known as the Cold War. I totally want to play Metal Gear Solid 3 at some point. Raise your hand if you're up for that. Heck yeah. Aspects of Spider-Man were used for Sentai and Kamen Rider. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. It's like kind of I imagine that has to do with how modern Kamen Riders all appear like they're wearing masks more than they're wearing helmets. Like as an actual motorcyclist would. Like they're helmets, but they're way more tight to the head and less protective looking. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Cadopia, huh? The Kg8 Incident, and what was referred to as the Second Kg8 Incident. They never gave it an official court number, apparently, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that had passed, the country may have split into two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Who got the dominant genes? Who got the recessive genes? Alabas got the recessive genes, but actually, Babal did, and nobody ever told him. That way, in his entire life, he thought he was inferior, but actually he was superior. That's not how genetics work. Tell that to Kojima.
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something.
When is Edgeworth not? That brain of his always on auto fire. Or on fire. At least mine is. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? That was all monologue.
Aw, if you could please stop spacing out on me? Like some sort of anime protagonist? Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event.
Or maybe rather why this area in particular feels so threatening. They got some bento boxes though. Can I take one of those? Are those free? If that's the case, why the verses? My thoughts exactly, Edgeworth.
Also, both countries claim to own the real Primaduck statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal.
Right, they each have a copy, but nobody knows which one is the original. Or maybe they're both copies. Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires?
Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that?
Morgana from Persona 5.
Meow!
She just turns into a cat. Oh, she'd better be saying that in jest.
Hey, I can't read your body language, you know. And you got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you.
I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Alright, time to do everything that's not progress. Just in case, I'm gonna make a save state so I can like reload it. In case I talk to whoever's like actually progress here. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to step in front of the camera. Ooh, did you get my good side? You know the first thing Edgeworth would do is just immediately geek out with a kid over the Steel Samurai VHSs. They probably sell them here, like recordings of the show. Yeah, it was me who got all the lame genes. Well, I already knew that. Yeah. Save.
You're a very prudent gamer.
It appears that the child is watching a video from the first season of The Steel Samurai.
Go, go! Keep on fighting until your last breath! Go, my hero, the Steel Samurai!
Completely absorbed in singing this theme song, I see. I will let the child watch in peace. Who am I? Who am I to stop a child's Steel Samurai time? These flowers were sent by Global Studios. This shady person over here looks like she's got a lot of things to hide. If you know what I'm saying. These flowers were sent by Global Studios.
Global Studios?
That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They have been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled.
Oh!
And hopefully they'll have another path to get to stage number 2.
Oh, I read all about that in the papers the other day. That mascot of theirs is also getting a facelift too, right? What's his name?
Like Mr. Monkey or something? You mean Mrs. Monkey? I think it's Mr. Monkey, but Edward has it wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. You really have a great memory.
I'm sure if you remember the wrong facts, but you consistently remember it, it's still a great memory, I guess. Just wrong intuition. Yellow Pikachu, how you doing? Welcome on in. We're in an embassy watching the Steel Samurai. It's fancy schmancy. I'll have the observers, please. What do they have? What do they have? Deviled egg. Never underestimate my powers of recollection. Never underestimate my powers of collection. Look at all the stuff I can carry in my pocket. An entire badge.
Where in tarnation are they? Come on, Big Scoop. Hey, mister, out of the way. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone.
No, golly gee, golly gosh darn. Dagnabbit.
Is there something I can help you with? Is this sprite just like the regular guard sprites or police officer sprites from the previous cases, just recolored? He looks the same. I was wondering what is beyond these doors. Eggs, yes. Deviled eggs. Guys, deviled eggs are delicious. They're just not great for you because they're basically made of egg yolks. They're just basically made of eggs, but like you take an egg yolk and you make it even unhealthier. Like you mix mayonnaise and stuff, I believe. So you take egg and you put more egg in it. Yeah, no, cholesterol abound. The Beverly's embassy is just beyond these doors, sir. Do you have some business with the embassy? Do you require immediate access? No, that's quite all right. Are you sure, sir? Anyone and everyone is always welcome in the Republic of Babel. Unless they're, from Alabast.
Well then, since we're here...
An embassy isn't some sort of theme park, Kay.
You're such a buzzkill.
Look, we already went to Disneyland yesterday. Please, let my feet rest. I already walked all over town. You know how fast I had to run to make sure we met our fast pass appointment. I'm wearing dress shoes, Kay. I'm wearing dress shoes. They're not exactly comfortable. Okay, that's good. All right, now give me a dramatic slam right there. Stop. Hey, do you mind? Get out of the way, buddy. He didn't have an animation, he just slid. Okay, once more in 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, was that my fault just now? From the looks of it, I'd say it's Kay's.
Well, he's obviously working. I guess we should leave him alone.
Did you know a New York egg cream contains no egg or cream? Is that a drink? I feel like that's a drink. I don't remember if I've ever had that. Let me know what that is, because that sounds familiar. I would love to have it, though. It's made of egg. Egg cream. What is it, then? Is it just like... Well, if it's not cream, so it can't just be milk. It's all New York. Chocolate milk plus seltzer. Huh. I saw a YouTube video of somebody using a carbonation machine to carbonate some Irish cream, and he basically made alcoholic whipped cream. I need to see if that technique goes well with, say, some dessert apple pie. I bet it would go real well. Because, apple pie and alcohol just goes together already.
And we're here, reporting live from the Theatrum Neutralis. As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say. Well, okay, that was good. Well, let's do one more run-through. Excuse me, but when you are ready for real, would you mind giving me a call? Edgeworthy missed his big debut on film. I sense that she didn't hear a single word I just said. Sorry, Edgy. Maybe next time. Maybe you'll make your big debut on YouTube. Can I go back in the theater? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, first of all, something very important to do. There's a very festive atmosphere in here. Must be during Christmas again. Yep, super festive. I'm really happy for the Kingdom of Alabas and the Republic of Bebao. It's like a wedding! Except the relationship has been rocky. It's great that they have re-established diplomatic relations. The newspapers say it's almost like they're Kadopia once again. Perhaps we are bearing witness to a historic moment in time. Hey, look! They're selling some commemorative merchandise to celebrate this event! Founders Kadopia biscuits? And over here, they're selling Royal Kadopia biscuits! Oh, even the bakers are competing. It would seem that they have yet to reconcile their competitive spirits. They're both like, yeah, I got the Kadopian spirit, do you? I have like the original biscuits.
Oh yeah? Well, I have the original recipe biscuits.
I'm more Kadopian than you'll ever be, Alabas. Oh yeah, Babao! Bring it on! Always. Oh, I can't present Kay my badge. Aw, man. That was the point of me talking to her. Oh well. What's this guy all about? Yeah. Carbonated water, milk, flavored syrup. So basically, chocolate milk carbonated. I would love that. That sounds great, actually. No eggs, no cream. What's the difference between milk and cream? I've gone my whole life without really knowing that. I always assumed that just cream implied milk, but you did something to it. This is the perfect angle. Huh? Go, my image! Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe. He's photobombing the reporter. A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. We'll let him have his fun. He might be important to the story, maybe. There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. I thought they were bento boxes. Oops. Look at that. It's like they took a singular building and just built this extra theater in the courtyard just to split it in half. Kind of reminds me of the Big Boo's Haunt from Super Mario 64, too. Cream is a dairy product made from butterfat in raw milk. Huh. So it's made from the fat in milk, but it is not necessarily just milk itself. I see. I guess. At that point, you have to decide, like, if I take some milk, and then I take out the non-fat parts, just slowly until, like, at what point is it no longer milk? At what point is it just the fat? It's like Ship of Theseus stuff over here. Huh, it still looks weird to me. Well, now I know. Thank you for the education. You learned something on the stream, apparently. I'm so educational. Give me a research grant. The country split into two a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? You should think that's not the reason why, Kay. Well, I mean, there probably isn't a reason to. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Evidence! Stuck to the pages of my organizer. Hey, excuse me? Uh-oh. 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 I didn't read everything. Time to do what I came here to do. Give you all the dialogue. Whoop. Gotta get back in time. You know, I've seen a lot of these shows, but today's show, it was like they went for a completely comedy, you know what I mean? Yeah, and that last move, the sushi slice, I couldn't help but laugh. Yeah, I know, right? And Pink Princess' moves were really stiff. In the middle of the show, I could swear that I heard their hip crack. Oh, I know, I totally thought that too. The Pink Princess has a bad hip? Seriously? That's what really thinking, you know? I suppose there's no graceful way to enter this conversation. You can tell Edgeworth really wants to, though. You can tell he wants to, like, tell them off, like, you just don't know. You just don't know how they aged up the Pink Princess after the time skip. Like, a lot of people don't know it's canon, but it is. It was released only in a Japanese-only manga. By the way, Pink Princess, inspired by Maya Fey when the original writer of the show like saw her for the first time. She's left a lasting mark on the history of the Steel Samurai. Princess has a bad hip. Well, you know, a lot of people have bad hips. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances we'll have another appearance by...
"10 more minutes. No, in 5 more minutes. But isn't it really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use. Would someone please just tell me what I should do?"
Are you supposed to be here, sir? You appear to be troubled by something. May I be of any assistance?
Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure out just the right time to talk to that girl over there.
Which one? The reporter? These two girls? Who you're standing very creepily next to?
And if I mess up, it'll be because I'm talking to you right now.
Somehow I get the feeling he's about to fall flat on his face. Well, let's just do as he wishes and leave him alone. Unless you mean Kay. Sir, Kay is like 14. She's not 14, she's what? 17.
Is that something I can help you with?
I was wondering what is beyond these doors.
It is the Alabashian Embassy. Now, unless you have some business with the embassy.
I suppose I can't really claim to have any business with the embassy right now.
Well, you don't have to be so rude about it, Mr. Guard.
Huh. Kay, calm down. We're not in that much of a rush. But also, we need to rush. Oh boy. Not old bag. Who? What? Don't say her name. You'll summon her. I said her name. Uh-oh.
Huh.
It still looks... Oh, wait. Got it. How to fast forward. I know how. Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Da 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 da. And we back. Huh? What is all the hubbub? Also, nice reused sound effect from the courtroom.
Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai!
I didn't bring my autograph book. Kay, hurry. Stay here. Keep him distracted. I'll run back home and get it.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him.
The Iron Infant? Steel Samurai's a dad? I forgot all about this development. Hold on, let me. Do these guys have new dialogue? No, they don't even care. Is she like Candlejack? I made a mistake. You'd think at least the reporter would say something new. Who do we talk to first? Do we talk to the baby or the deity? Goo goo gaga. I speak baby, you know. He doesn't like to be called the Iron Infant. He prefers to be called, was it Lord Thunderstrike III? May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. Speechless, awestruck. Oh yeah, Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All. That's the one. Thank you, Goku. Lord Stormageddon is his name. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? This is his fanboy face. This is his... Just seeing the Steel Samurai this close, he's just like, oh! 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 Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before.
It looks like he's written something down for you.
To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. How does he know my name?
Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Just, didn't even have to ask for it. The Steel Samurai isn't just a dad, but he's also psychic? Wow! What does it say? Yeah, totally, yeah. That's what it says. It's all written in chicken scratches, dude. He's the Steel Samurai, not the Steel, not the Steel Rider.
Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you.
And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabas to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world.
He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? That's like, I don't know, Japan sending the life-size Gundam to the US as a show of goodwill or something like that. I don't know. Like, wouldn't it be like super badass if the one-to-one walking Gundam that's like tethered to its stand in Yokohama actually turned out to be able to walk on its own and just travel the world? If only. Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. Sending Godzilla. Wait, don't send Godzilla. That could be destructive. Oh, you know, the Gundam could be too. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He is set to meet with the ambassador of Babel at that time.
Ah! The Jammin' Ninja show's about to start! We gotta get back to our seats!
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas.
Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry!
Edgeworth is like the dad, dragged along by his daughter. What? This is the same art from, what, Ace Attorney 3? They didn't even bother redoing it, dude. Gavin the 11th, what's up? Well, what if the Gundam could fly? That's what I'm saying. That would be the most efficient way to move it around. Why make it actually walk? There's a canceled show from Genndy Tartakovsky called Symbionic Titan. And I'm not gonna go over the whole plot of it, but in that show there's a mech that's made by like the US Army. But they have no idea how to engineer anything well, so they just make a giant humanoid hunk of metal and they attach thrusters to every part of it so that the thrusters will control the robot's movement. Like, it doesn't have like motors or pistons inside. It literally is just flying about with the thrusters, and they call it the hammer. It attacks by just dropping itself on the enemy. It's amazing.
If you miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you!
Oh, I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Alright, let's go. You love that show. It was great. It deserved more. Maybe with Netflix picking it up and Genndy, you know, getting more ability to do whatever he wants. You know, Samurai Jack came back. It finished. It had a video game. Why? Who knows? Maybe they'll have a chance to finish it out.
Ah! I could listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's Lullaby song all day.
Kay, your fangirl is showing.
His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon.
Effective across preteen girls the world over.
Those pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there. I gotta have them.
I'm not paying for them.
I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows.
You can get them on AliExpress for $1. Come on, Kay.
They're exactly like the ones the heroine Princess Misola wears in her hair.
Misola. Are you okay? Buster Yatagarasu. Anyway.
Hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
Hold it! You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank.
No way! I just know that Yatagarasu will show!
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards. Well, we are talking about the fake one.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
Huh? But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card.
100% genuine, real fake doors. A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now?
We've got a problem. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabast. Oh, dang. What?
You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony!
Faker? You're calling me a fake? Huh? You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'll make you eat those words.
Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter.
What the? Hey! The Steel Samurai just waltzed straight on through without one. Now if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony's going to escape!
Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be a part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter through Babel and climb over the wall into Alabast.
Hold it! I'm pretty sure that's illegal immigration. You will tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay, are you listening to me? Kay
Faraday, and I'm coming through!
Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyone! Uh-oh. March 14th, 6:12 p.m. Open air stage. Oh, I knew I should have kept up my ring fit routine. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me that you really did find some way over this fence. Not to mention the fire. Doc!
Oh no!
Fire! This is too big for us to handle!
Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babel too.
A real one, maybe. No. You. Accursed Yatagarasu! Kay! You had better be alright, wherever you are! Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, look! Where there's Sheena, there's gotta be Shi Long Lang. March 14th, 6:45, Babalese Embassy, Secretariat's Office, and Gummy!
I told you! It wasn't me!
Dot. Hold it! What am I holding? Yes, I am holding her. Thank you. I know I said stop her, but it's too late. Let go of her. Edgeworth really needs to do some more cardio. Kay, are you okay? Buster Wolf.
Do I look all right to you? Now, can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. What is the meaning of this? Oh, well, sir. It's, this. Oh. That's Manny coaching. More like Manny corpsing. He's...
It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu.
Omae wa mo shinneru.
Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage.
A suspicious person? Of course you did. Of course you did.
A long black coat and a hood over their head.
Wait a minute. Kay, you know who that was? It was Xehanort.
Darkness.
Oh, let's not go after him. We don't want to get caught up in Kingdom Hearts stuff. Keep the border between worlds open, closed, whatever. World order.
I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy, then into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know the person is the one who did it.
Could have been Manny.
What are you so worked up over? There is no reason for you to be this loud.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, why are you wearing sunglasses indoors? That's rather rude. Trying to look cool? You don't look cool. You look kind of cool, but honestly, you're trying too hard. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you're making an arrest, I assume we have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? This is just a mannequin. This is just a mannequin with Sheena's clothes on it, apparently. Symbiotic Titan relied on toy sales. They never made any toys, though. What was their plan? I would have totally bought it. Well, if I knew about the show at the time, I would have totally bought them. But honestly, if they had even tried, come on, Cartoon Network. You refuse to answer? Oi! I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority.
Hey, pal. Just what the heck does what you said just mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter.
Eh?
This office is considered to be a part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law. Babalese tagged soldiers with Babalese tagged weapon.
I don't know, sir. All sounds like a bunch of babble to me.
Giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights.
Edgeworth, what do aliens have to do with any of this? You're not making any sense.
Extraterritorial, not extraterrestrial. Whoops, the game made the joke for me. I did it first. I swear.
Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there?
Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Which means that we can do little here in this situation.
No way, sir.
Yes way. Just like we can't do anything to get any Symbiotic Titan toys. It's such a shame. They did have toys, they just didn't sell. According to the wiki, it says that they were never able to get a license to even make toys. So, you know, can't sell toys if you never make them. Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Go home and be a family man. Pokemon, go home and sleep.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey! You're not... Mr. Edgeworth?
Hold it. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Hey? Oh, wait, no.
I thought it was gonna...
You know what? I think Francisca's involved with Interpol, so that also works. So, I thought it was going to be Shilong Ling.
In that case, let me join the investigation.
Aw, man, I was excited to not have to do Manfred's voice. I forgot Francisca's still here. At least I don't have to make her sound like a tiny little girl. You got Oreos. What kind? Double stuff? Thin crust? Thin crust Oreos. Like they're pizzas, but they have like a little ring around them of crust. Like you slice them to eighths. You know? Have they ever made a giant Oreo? Like one you legitimately have to cut into eighths or something like that. Or maybe it's broken into eighths. I would totally buy that product. They should make that. That should be a thing. She just changed her voice to full Edgeworth. Could have fooled me. She's been practicing her voice acting.
Ambassador Paleo Diet. I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation.
Oh, what voice do I give this guy? Looks like he hasn't had a haircut in entirely too long, but you know, he just kept it going. I would give him a Master Miller voice, but that's already the voice I'm giving to Edgeworth.
Yes, of course, yes. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly.
Francisca?
Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already? What is it?
Ambassador Paleno.
And you are?
I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. Can I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant?
Was there a need to interrupt her?
Nah, he was just making her angry.
Assistant? Wait, what am I?
You're the assistant to the assistant.
Wait, what am I?
You're the I never took you on as my assistant. What do you mean, Kay?
Huh? Miles? What the heck do you think you're...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleno.
Very well. I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth.
What did you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant?
I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
There you go again. Running at the mouse with that aloof expression on your face.
Francisca, please.
I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing. That you are now my subordinate. That means I can whip you as many times as I want.
How is that different from any other day?
You don't get to complain.
I still will.
Shut up. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse.
Of course, I'll keep that in mind.
If you are done playing games...
Right, let's begin the investigation. I almost said, let's begin the operation. Trauma Center, dude.
Yeah, I
totally meant to play that game sometime before Halloween, but I guess it's gonna have to wait. Or maybe I can play it as a Halloween game because honestly, operations are scary. Even if you're not me and have a fear of internal organs, or don't have a fear rather, just like the stress of someone's life being in your hands, like that's the reason I just could never have been a doctor. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here?
Well, I came to see the Steel Samurai show, Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't know you were coming, and I knew how much you love him, so I came to get his autograph.
Or plot twist, Gumshoe is the Steel Samurai. He can fit in the costume. Remember, the original Steel Samurai is Will Powers. And before anyone says anything, I know who's in the Steel Samurai costume. I've played this game before, so don't spoil it.
Well, better late than never, I guess, say. I was placed on guard duty for the Balinese embassy today.
Well, you did a terrible job.
I know.
And why are our police guarding an embassy? She can finally get paid to whip Edgeworth. Oh no, she gets paid per whip. That's terrible.
Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu, they called us up and asked for our help, say. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu for these past 7 years.
Why isn't Detective Bad here?
It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me.
Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands.
But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't even be able to buy even packet noodles anymore. And you know they're cheaper than cup noodles. Please, please.
They're healthier for you, Gumshoe. They don't have any of that styrofoam that gets into the soup if you microwave it. You're not even supposed to. The packaging literally says so.
But it's so convenient, sir.
Really, don't microwave cup noodles. Like, there's like nasty toxins in there that cause cancer and whatnot, apparently. I don't know. I did it in college, I fully admit. I stopped doing it. Mostly because I stopped eating cup noodles, but I still, have some. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it. I probably shouldn't have gone straight to the victim, because there's probably a lot to look at.
Manny Kochin, I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable.
Besides the whole KG8 stuff. The cause of his death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. Did someone, just grapple around him like a titan? Just slash at his nape. That's the weak point, he just starts, deflating.
We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle.
So Mr. Kochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room? Notes on Kochin's body jotted down in my organizer. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. But hold on, let's take a rest and inspect everything else in the room. Because I know the game won't progress until I look at the body. Let's go. You got some double stuffed Oreos. Delicious. Don't they have triple stuffed now? Where do we stop? Where does it end? At what point do you have a column of frosting with a cap on each end of Oreo cookie? A small personal safe. I bet the lockpicking lawyer could get into one of these. This was Mr. Kochin's office. Murdered in his own office, dude. At least he wasn't murdered in my office. That already happened.
So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here.
Of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. Again, I'm not the lockpicking lawyer. The amount of safes that the dude has opened on his channel, though, it's hilarious. Especially when you see, oh, they got these super secure saves that they use to mail important documents and or jewelries or valuable things in, FedEx, right? It's just an aluminum box with a combination lock inside a FedEx box, but, it's just an aluminum box. Aluminum, you can just bend it open. It's not secure at all. Just the things people don't realize when they're designing these supposedly secure items. Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation beyond this point. I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? Access denied. My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site, you got it? If I let you examine the site, my superior will get really, really angry at me.
Don't I know the feeling? Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for the guy, so why don't we do as he says?
Yes, I suppose we might as well. Pathos. Edgeworth's one weakness.
That's some fireplace. It really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir?
You think I could jump inside and have a shortcut to the bottom floor? Luigi's Mansion style?
Ooh, if these are a staple in every Babbly's house, then I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit too.
Just how old are you again, detective? Everybody knows by the age of 10 that Santa visits every house regardless of whether they're actually good or bad boys and girls. Santa just can't afford to lose out on the business, don't you know? Gosh. This whole time, Sheena's just been handling Kay. Be gentle, please. We need her later.
Hey, it's another butterfly.
I believe it's the symbol of the Republic of Babal. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It's definitely conveying a sense of overwhelming patriotism.
Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect the country.
Well, should probably look into another job. You may want to, detective. However, I have yet to see the fruit of your desire.
You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir.
Oh, Gummy! Gummy! Do-do-do-do.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir.
Is that a cowboy shirt? Or, the knives. Whoa, it's HLZ knives. Wow, give him a hug. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. Yeah, they must have had wooden handles.
I guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire.
Ah, so even the knives fell victim to the fire.
Ambassador Paleno, are these knives yours?
Why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babao. These butterfly-themed knives.
They're butterfly-themed knives, but they aren't even butterfly knives. Wow, that was a huge missed opportunity.
Along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each.
One's missing.
But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state.
But there's one gone. Ornamental knives, huh? Yellow Pikachu gives a big hug to knives. Be careful, you might hurt yourself. HLZ Knives 666, that's the one. That's him. You know him. There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Paleno, what is this notch here for?
Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course.
What, you got your summer knives, your winter knives? I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Well, gotta go find the other ones. Bullsy Bear, how you doing?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Más o menos. ¿Y tú? Estamos investigando el cuerpo del señor Cochin. Forgive my terrible Spanish. We're in like 5 countries right now, apparently. But yeah, we're starting the last episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. If you're just coming on in, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. It involves a lot of international technical laws and whatnot because of this whole situation where there's this embassy is made of 2 different countries because they used to be one and then they split. So like you get involved in all this international law depending on which side of the embassy you're investigating or talking about and all that. It's just an amazing premise for an Ace Attorney case, you know? And it's gonna be a doozy. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia.
It's really strange, isn't it? I thought this was the Babalese embassy.
Be that as it may, maybe Manny Cochin was a big America head. Yeah. What is the inverse of a weeb? Instead of a Western person obsessed with Japanese culture, what's like, I guess in this case, a Babalese person that's obsessed with American culture? Yeah.
What did you say about my mother's body?
Your mother is Manny Cochin? Wow, I didn't even know that he had a child as the bomb.
Mama Peach?
Yeah. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm running on not a lot of sleep. Yesterday, I took it easy because I was woken up early. Apparently, the plumber needed to come by because they were working on the apartment downstairs and it affected the plumbing upstairs and it was just a big old mess. Everything is okay now, hopefully. Hopefully the water tastes weird, but I don't think I've died yet. Unless I'm like in streamer purgatory right now. Can someone affirm that I'm not? The Westaboo, that's what they're called. Alright, Manny Cochin was a Westaboo, apparently. So, why are there so many American...
why are there so many American souvenirs, sir?
Perhaps the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry. If they have plans to make the Babalese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose.
Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir.
What is that? Tickets to the Steel Samurai show?
He said that if I bring these with me to Babao, I can trade them in for a few buffets.
Wow, I bet you're saving them all for yourself and then you're gonna take food home because that's all you can get. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babao?
Well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir.
You do know you need to pay for a boat. And you know it'll take several months to arrive, and also you might get poisoned by chicken. Don't eat the chicken. Don't eat it, Gumshoe.
And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd have to swim all the way to Babao if I have to.
Swim? What, like Luigi and Origami King? Yeah, sure. Dark Valley, what's up? How you doing? Came in to hear me questioning my livelihood. Yes. Don't worry, it's a common thing. It's normal. How you doing? Hope you're well. Could a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Coupon culture, dude. Buffets! Little does he know, they're not all-you-can-eat buffets. Poisoned by chickens. No. Poisoned by... It's long story, Goku. Don't worry about it. Ace Attorney fans will know.
Nonsense!
What is it?
Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
What's with that giddy glint in her eyes? You know she's loving this. I don't think that will be really necessary, Francisca.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me.
I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? Why indeed? Tell me why. Here's my prosecutor's badge. Something that I realize that you don't do in this game nearly as much as the mainline Ace Attorney games. The need to just present your evidence to people who happen to be in the room. Like, sometimes you just do not get any lead whatsoever until you happen to, say, show Detective Gumshoe a bowl of ramen, and he's like,
Oh, wait, that reminds me, pal. That reminds me of the ramen shop I go to every other Thursday. Man, the owner of the shop, he's real suspicious. Maybe he probably has nothing to do with the murder, but here's the location just in case.
Like, that's not a specific example, but it feels like how it works sometimes.
What about your prosecutor's badge? I have one too, you know.
Yes, but 70 years ago you didn't. Ah, yes, so you do. But seeing as I'm not currently a proper prosecutor, I thought I'd give presenting it a try. He's not? Yeah. Okay. I got double corrected on the timeline. And I actually looked it up and now have confirmed that this game takes place after Ace Attorney 3. Not during it. Or not like, right before... Not like between 2 and 3. Like, I keep getting confused on that. Like, it's something people ask and I never had the answer on the spot. Because it's been so long since I played all of these games, honestly. But, yeah. Defencore, thanks for the raid. How you doing? Can we get a shout out for Defencore? Yellow Pikachu, thanks for giving out that shout out. How you doing, y'all? What were you playing? How was your stream? Hope you had a good night. Hope you're having a good day. Daisy Day Day, what's up? Welcome on in. Hello. Ivy Rose. Hello. Welcome on in. Hope you guys are good. If you guys don't know Defencore, give them a follow. When I first checked out their stream, they were doing some pretty good art, and they play a lot of variety of games. They're playing Jackbox right now. I saw that Twitch like put together all the Jackbox into one game, which is useful, but also you never really know which ones people are playing. Oh, the stream went well. Hope you guys had fun. You're playing Rise of the Tomb Raider and Jackbox. Wow. Yeah. Thanks for the raid. No, thank you for the raid. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I still haven't played the Tomb Raider reboot games yet. I really do want to at some point. Yeah. Hope you guys have fun. Hope you guys had a good time. If you guys don't know me, my name is Chris. I like to play a lot of Nintendo games, RPGs, visual novels, games like this. Ace Attorney series, which if you haven't played this one particularly, it is a love letter to the Ace Attorney original trilogy. So for sure, give it a chance, check it out. I almost say I like it better than the games in the trilogy, but it is really hard to beat Trials and Tribulations, I will say. It's really good. It's really good, especially this case. This is the last case, so if you're worried about spoilers, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you need to duck out, I completely understand. Yeah. Yeah. Challenging when you're lost. Oh, I don't doubt it. You like Ace Attorney. Oh, which games have you missed out on? Because there's been so many spin-offs and extra games to the original trilogy that somebody can go from thinking like, oh yeah, I played all the games, and then they realize, oh wait, I've only played 1, 2, and 3. Oh wait, there's a Miles Edgeworth game. Oh wait, there's another Miles Edgeworth game that only released in Japan. Oh wait, there's a 5 for the 3DS. Oh wait, there's a 6 for the 3DS. Oh wait, there was a crossover with Professor Layton. Oh wait, there was the Great Ace Attorney only released in Japan. Oh wait, there was the Great Ace Attorney too. This series has a lot of games. But I'd say all the spin-offs are good. I'd say the 3DS sequels are pretty good. I don't like 5. I don't like it. I want to like it. I gave it a chance. It's just okay. But like, it's not bad. It's not bad. It scratched an itch, I will say. You want to play 3D All-Star Mario? Go do it. Yeah, it's great. We were playing Sunshine not so long ago. I beat it on Monday. But we're still going to go for 100% shines. BB Stu, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even notice Soul Sapphire rated. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me also give out a shout out to Soul Sapphire. That was like 2 hours ago. I didn't even notice. I very much apologize. I feel so bad now. I think that... Wait. That happened before I started streaming. How was I to notice? How was I to notice? I just saw like... Wait, it says 2 hours ago? Or... Wait, what happened? How long have we been up? This is weird. I have like notifications from 2 hours ago, but I've only been live for 1 hour and 47? Hope you're well, BB Stu. Also, back to the game. Francisca is in charge of this case, but I've kind of inserted myself into the role of her assistant so that I'm legally allowed, because this case has a lot of international affair type business in it. It's very complicated. Sit back and enjoy.
Is that any way for you to act towards your superior?
As if threatening a whipping is the proper way of lecturing someone. Threatening? She already whipped me. Look, Francisca, the more you do it, the less effective it's gonna be. What do you know about the murder?
I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this base.
That's right. The Yatagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well.
The old double murder type of incident. Ace Attorney, of course.
But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy.
Yeah, he's here. So Agent Lang is here as well, huh?
I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba.
Ambassador Alba of Alabast. Say that 4 times fast.
However, he seems to have a different reason for being there.
Oh?
The Yatagarasu?
Raids are broken for some channels. It's also that when you raid with one person, it doesn't ever show, but I wish it did. I wish it did. People deserve recognition.
So the suspect in this murder that occurred in this office is that little girl, I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
You can be the Yatagarasu if you really want to. You just gotta believe it yourself.
King would never harm a soul, sir.
Okay.
You remember, do you not, about the case we investigated together 7 years ago? Francisca prefers to forget everything that happened before she actually became a prosecutor. She's embarrassed of her childhood. Probably. Francisca's your favorite Belmont. Dun-dun-dun-dun. If there was ever Marvel vs. Capcom 4, like proper 4, not Infinite, I would hope that since we got Phoenix right in 3, we could get Francisca in 4 and strike some sort of deal with Konami and Namco to like have her loadout be changeable so that sometimes her whip is this, sometimes her whip is the Vampire Killer, sometimes her whip is Ivy Valentine's Blade from Soul Calibur. Francisca. Oh, that's her, dude. Look at that hair. So nice. So perfectly styled. Perfect, as everything Yvonne Karma is and does.
So she's that feisty little girl.
As feisty as ever. Not as feisty as you, of course. What? Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all.
How so?
The Yatagarasu sent the card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret.
Dirty boy.
But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
Yeah, I don't think it was a legally binding statement in the first place. That card.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight.
You'll never know. Something might have been stolen under the guise of the fire. Under the cover. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu. At the very least, the person claiming to be. Let's see. Still a couple more things to investigate. I kind of want to save state, though, because we got a lot of evidence, and I don't want to have to redo it all in case I accidentally progress. You!
I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is.
Sir, it's called a smartphone. Go get one. Or an organizer like me. You can stick stuff to its pages. Ambassador Panaeno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of
Death!
What? Listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask that you cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well.
You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these.
More coupons, dude. How do I know these are valid? Look at the fine print. Gumshoe, yours too. They've expired already. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe.
Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal.
Baby. Yeah, baby. Now I remember. The Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. Feverish. It's making me sick. You'd love a return to Marvel, but you feel like Disney wouldn't let that happen. Yeah, probably not in a proper sense. Not in the scale of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I guess. Or even 3. You know, why? I would want Capcom to, at the very least, make a just straight-up Capcom crossover fighter. That way they just have the license to everything. Make Capcom Smash Brothers. Because, like, they have enough characters from their own side. Like, you take the Capcom half of the roster from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, then you add in all the characters from 3 and Infinite that weren't in 2, and then you still have enough characters to make a giant full-fledged Capcom fighting game, and you could even add more. Like, if anyone could do it, it was Capcom. And, you know, there's this thing called Smash Brothers or something. Hey, there's that Smash Brothers announcement happening tomorrow morning. I can't guarantee I'm gonna stream my reaction to it. Because, you know, when I did that for Byleth, that was a fun time. Woke up for what? I'll have to wake up at 7 a.m. It's not gonna be great, but if I wake up early enough and manage to turn on my computer, I will. If not, then I'll just watch it and go back to sleep. Honestly. I was wondering if you might tell me more about the deceased, Manny Cochin.
He was my secretary and the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place.
Oh, wait.
His tone has changed.
He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything. Accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. He was the European Nicolas Cage. I'm sorry, but did you say printing?
A country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry.
Did he print all the coupons?
So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy.
I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before.
Oh, yes.
Maybe 7 years ago?
Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG8 incident.
The KG8 incident? Why am I surprised? I knew that already.
The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny.
Cap versus Com. Vibing Naruto for Smash? We already have, Joker. Maybe it could happen. So your Mr. Kochin is the same man as the one in that case?
It's been 10 years. It's been 10 years since you looked at me. Manny recovered personally from that case and has dove enthusiastically into this job.
I don't know where Palaeno's voice is going. It no longer suits him.
He was the one who planned this event. It was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him.
Mr. Palaeno, what are you doing with your hands?
Oh, this? I'm making a snake out of Play-Doh. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm good.
Oh, it's turning out real nice. Oh, look at that. I can put little googly eyes on it. Oh, yes.
Rub, rub, rub. You know that's what you do. Make that tiny little snake. Snake. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? You always like my voiceovers. Well, thank you, Defencor. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're all sitting back, relaxing, whether or not you're staying in from the raid. Or, you know, just chilling out before you go to bed. It's all appreciated. You're just gonna watch the reveal when you wake up. That's the way to do it. For me, it's just like, I wake up when it's time to work. So I'll be watching it during work hours and probably either hyping up or making some sort of meme to try to capitalize on the news. Because I do that.
We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we?
Look, sir, let's be honest. Babal is a fourth world country.
You're a fourth world country with a fifth-rate deck.
A third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
So renovating the embassy is something of an investment.
Can you go to a map of the world and point at Babal wherever it is? I think not. Fourth world country, not even on a map.
We may be a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do.
In fact, this embassy, like square footage-wise, accounts for 30% of the square footage of the actual country.
However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us.
Oof. You know, if an embassy counts as foreign soil, do you have to pay like import taxes if you bring certain things into an embassy? Like, speaking of real legal terms and stuff like that, I have no idea. It looks like this was once a grandfather clock, but it has fallen victim to the fire.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir?
Why? If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but...
Well, there's this one clock that I made by myself, but the time on it manages to auto...
That's quite enough, Detective. I don't need to hear about your Raspberry Pi projects. You're chilling before bed. I understand. I'm on the West Coast, so more often than not, people coming in are either about to go to bed or, you know, are already in bed. And it just so happens that people fall asleep to the stream. Like, if I got that kind of chill voice that you can relax and study to, then sure, why not? I can just be lo-fi streamer man to chill and vibe to. Hello, welcome to ManokAdobo AM Radio, brought to you live from a chicken near you.
Yeah. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it?
You don't even know if it's real. Why does it look like the Steel Samurai? I just noticed. Is that why they love it so much? That's gotta be. Oh, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. Can't wait for Sora and Dante to not get into Smash so you don't have to worry about playing it competitively. We'll see. Mark my words, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll already know. You'll already know who's in Smash. You're watching this in the future. There might be duty-free if you get into an embassy. You know, okay, that's probably like one of the reasons for duty free. Art Ebby Plays, how you doing? Welcome on in. Enjoy the story so far. I don't want to explain everything, but I'm investigating murder. That's all you need to know. I'm afraid the only one who's allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. Hold it! Well, yeah, we'll just take the dead body's hands like a puppet and grab it. But there's a possibility that it's related to the murder. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof.
I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the prima duck statues Kate was talking about earlier. It looks very familiar. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins.
A foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword.
Alright, not much else to look at but the body itself, I suppose. Hold on, there's something on the ground. Doesn't look like I can actually look at it, though. Can I look at the door? Nope. Alright, here we go. Body time. This is the statue, right? No! Oh! This ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. I couldn't even recognize it anymore. Now it's a floor fan. Nice voice changer. Thank you. Thank you. I try to make the most use out of my stream deck as possible. RW's doing good. Love some Ace Attorney. Woo! Have you played all the games? This is a spin-off, the first one. I believe it's the first spin-off, and it is fantastic. I can't praise it enough. Windy, what's up? Welcome on in. You haven't missed much, but also I've been streaming for 2 hours. Fancy how that works. We're in the Cadopian, I'm sorry, Babalian embassy, and Manny Koshin got murdered. We're investigating. So yeah, you're cut up to speed. I'm sure you know. Edgeworth, not everything is the Steel Samurai. He's just a fanboy, you know. Just like to me, everything is Monokuma.
A ceiling fan? What does one of those do?
Gumshoe, have you really never seen a ceiling fan in your entire life? Gumshoe! Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that is installed on one's ceiling.
Well, if I had one of those in my room, I bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I slept.
Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. My cousin sleeps with his eyes open. It's very creepy. Also, Night Mage, what's up? How you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, now we can look at the body. Immediately I see this knife. That's a knife, mate. And I see this knife. But we're not talking about that yet. Look at this. Now, unlike the knives on display, you'll notice that the handle isn't burnt off. Gotta take note. Gotta take note. It's very important. You played the first game, loved it at first sight. Yeah. I will say, whether you loved the first game or even didn't, like, try to at least play through the second and third games before you, like, decide if you want to play the rest of the series, because that is, like, a whole package right there. Like, the initial trilogy is just this amazing self-contained epic, you know? Spanning so many people that have met Phoenix Wright and are influenced by him over the years. In a court of law. It's just it's a very nice series. I heavily recommend it. Yeah. And then you play this game, which is a spin-off that is kind of at the same time, like right after the original trilogy. It's a love letter to the series. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know the crime was committed with this knife.
This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy at me, too. Although it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing that I said was artsy.
It's performance art. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
It's a knife. That's not a knife, mate. This is a knife.
They're both knives.
I see you've played Knifey Key before.
Sometimes everything looks like Phoenix Wright and Apollo to you. Very similar. There appears to be something in his pocket. The Yatagarasu key. But why? That's gotta mean that Callisto is somewhere nearby, because she had it last. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago?
What? What's that?
Huh? 7 years ago? You mean that case where I was framed, sir?
Yes, that one. Yes. It's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. This room is just filled with Edward's assistants. We got Kay and Gumshoe and Francisca. Right now I'm saying I'm her assistant, but you know what the truth is. Which was then stolen by Callisto U.
What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir?
Were you not paying attention? 7 years ago? Were you even there? I forget if you were detained at the time.
I thought he was killed with a knife.
Scruffy! At the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were suspecting.
Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Oh, right. You know what? Yes, I'm remembering it now. Because if he was in the room when Callisto pulled that gun, he would have probably just dove in front of the bullet, whether it was necessary or not. Oh, you know how much that would suck? If, like, he dove in to catch the bullet so it wouldn't hit Edgeworth, but Edgeworth dodged anyway. It's the thought that counts. I mean, Gumshoe didn't know Edgeworth all that well at the time, but he's still the kind of guy that would. He's just that pure. Oh, Gummy. Gummy. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge.
Oh. I feel like the victim right now. All trampled on, sir.
I suppose I'll just have to fill you in for now. The secret to this key is, if you just look here, if you just look with your eyes. Da 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 da, yeah da 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 da, yeah da 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 da, yeah da 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 da, right here.
Now that's a butterfly knife.
Not exactly, but it's more like one than the other ones.
Oh ho! Wow, that's amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick.
Man, whoever has kept this all these 7 years has, just taken so much care to its attention, so much care to its well-being. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade, like vines. And the flower, too, the symbol of alabaster. Ah. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like two interwoven vines, crisscrossing down the blade.
Vines, sirs? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me.
Well, I didn't, and also it doesn't.
It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs.
I really don't think that you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. Why you gotta be so mean? The real question is, why was the Babylonis Embassy's secretariat holding this? Well, we don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Cadovian Embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that future research is required into the country of Cadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Palenova what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Cadopian ambassador once, long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. I'm trying to dial down on Francisca's accent. It's barely there anymore, but I think it's working out a little bit better. At least she sounds less of a parody of a character than an actual person. I mean, honestly hard to say any of Francisca's lines without coming across as some sort of caricature. Cause who casually talks about whipping dudes all the time? Manny Cochin, I've seen him before. He was the suspect of the KG8 incident, and I saw him talking with the elder sister of the victim of that case, Miss Callisto Yu. Edgeworth, everything about Gumshoe besides his physical body is underdeveloped to you. Including his salary. It could be cut a little bit more. You know, like a good bonsai tree, you just need to keep trimming in until it grows into the perfect size and shape. There is a certain novelty in keeping it small for years and years. No! I wonder if there is a connection between his murder and the KG8 incident. Maybe. I wonder what else is there to investigate about him. Nope, not the hand. It looked a little suspicious how his hand was just like open right there. But I guess it's no matter. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Palaino. Mr. Paleo Diet.
Liquid diet.
Catopia. Sounds like a dopey name to me. No offense. Excuse me, I need to take a swig of water. Good stuff. Ambassador Palaino, I was wondering if I might ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? All right. What would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems like this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh, how fascinating. Did you not know? Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In its knife form, there is a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be part of Codovia. You know it is. And how did you come to that conclusion? It has both of Codovia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I wonder how they decided to split the two, like some sort of divorce agreement between the two countries. I want the butterfly. No, I want the butterfly. It flies, therefore it's more free. More people will want to come to this country. The tourism industry will thrive. Key used at embassy. Stolen from the embassy 7 years ago. I wonder what it opens, the key part. I mean, the knife part can open a lot of things. It can open your heart. It can open your death. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Cadopia. Ambassador Paleno, this key was stolen from the Cadopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the great thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at the time? I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babalme became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. As if it's like time travel or something, dude. So we're at a point... Oh, let's look at this, though. I want to see the Steel Samurai's autograph. Ah, look at how terribly written it is. Look at the drawing. Did he do it himself? To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. Nothing on the back? He'll cherish it forever. He's gonna frame it up in his office, dude. Bum 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 bum. Little known fact, if you are a cast member at Disney World, you have to learn all the signatures of all the costumed characters. In case of the event, a kid accidentally drops their autograph book into, say, the river on the Jungle Cruise. so that you can like replace them all. You have to tell the little kid like, oh, don't worry, we'll go around the entire park for you, find everybody, and get those signatures back. Where actually you just tell them to like, you give them a fast pass to Space Mountain, and while they're waiting in the fast pass line and riding the ride, you just like quickly scribble down every autograph in the book. Keeps everybody happy, you know? I don't think you're required to, but I think a lot of people know every signature. Anyway, we're at a point where there's nothing new to investigate, but we got a lot of logic. So, ergo, one of Edward's favorite words, time to think. Time to think. I should have gotten this ready. Why didn't I? Alright, which ones of these are probably easy enough? Shabadooba dabadoo. The motif, a locked safe, maybe the key opens the safe? Do-do-ba-ba-do-ba-do-ba. I'm gonna put butterfly and motif because they're, you know, that's the obvious one, I guess. The video is very quiet. The design of the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly. What? Hold on, let me think harder. Think? 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 Edgeworth, stop thinking! Stop thinking! You're thinking too hard! You're summoning the chickens again! What? What? Oh no, what have I done? They've escaped my mind again. My apparitions, my fears, they become real. Stop! Stop! It was all in my head. We're fine. Goku, thanks for the bang bang. I know you wanted to time it to the thinking, but I didn't see it. It does, doesn't it? Plus, it says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Wait, but then why does it have the flower? It was after the separation? Perhaps this means that the knife used in this crime was found right in this room. Oh wait, no. The butterfly motif was on the actual knife, not the key knife. That's separate. Anyway, key at embassy, locked safe. Let's put it together. Mage, thanks for the hydrate. Delicious. We know for a fact, Gumshoe, I was talking to Francisca. Get out of the way. We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office.
Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out.
Can't hurt. The Yatagarasu key just snaps in half. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Eh? Inside is a Fabergé egg. Wait, what? Some little corner pieces of paper. There's like nothing in here, man. Although, is there a false back to the safe? There's something sticking out. What do we have here?
Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think that Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir?
No, Detective, I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. One of the rules of doing an escape room, anytime you see a box, even if there's already something in it, always check for a false bottom or a false back. Like, see if you can just rip open the box itself. Maybe not destroy it, because that might not be allowed, but see if there's like a little trapdoor. What is this here?
It looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir.
No, I don't think it's ripped. It hasn't been working out nearly hard enough. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe.
Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before.
Hold it! Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the secret to this safe is that it has 2 compartments. It has a crack. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way that the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, it's unsafe. This safe has a second compartment. Gumshoe always sounds so impressed by Edward's line of thinking every single time. Like, all I did was explain it to you. Gumshoe, all I did was read this Wikipedia entry on Symbionic Titan.
But Mr. Edgeworth, I love that show.
Yes, me too. Me too, Gumshoe. Cartoon Network, please, bring it back. I will buy all the figurines. I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there's a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole inside. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its locks. Alright then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. Come on, show your work. This little hole right here. It looks like it's probably just the latch. But maybe you can put... Oh, look at this. This is like a puzzle box. I love this.
Hey, there's a hole here, sir.
It's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole.
Wow, that's a funny shape for a latch hole, huh?
Gumshoe says what we're all thinking. He just states the obvious, like some kind of Twitch streamer or something. Wow.
It's shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir?
Gumshoe, you think everything's a star.
Don't you think, sir?
Detective, I would hardly call this shape a star. What would you call it then? A mitosing diamond? There must be some reason for this hole.
Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole's shaped so weirdly, you know?
Am I overthinking this? No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'm overthinking things.
What? It's all the same.
Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. I don't even think about things in the first place.
Either Detective Gumshoe has been hanging around Edward too much, or Edward's been hanging around Detective Gumshoe too much. Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. You are doing me a frighten right now. Reduce. Is this connected to any of the evidence I hold? Let's go ahead and stab it. Stab the hole. Stab the hole with a key. Eureka! Eureka! Eureka 7. Eureka. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? And don't think any dirty thoughts. We're very serious professionals here. The shape, it does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Hold it! Looks like 2 stars in a vertical line. Like a constellation. Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Kojin, made sure that this safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to be the hidden half? The keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? Well, he did, because I figured it out. You can't be serious! You know, if only he didn't leave those papers sticking out before he died. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? And that's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you right now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this has better be a very bad joke. Nope. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that would open the second compartment of this safe. You want a joke? Here's a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't get it. It's too big brain for you. The 2025 meme. Just wait a couple of years. We know that the key opens the first compartment of the safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape since that's the key. But the key transforms. Wait, did we use the knife side to open it? We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it, we were able to corner Miss Yu. But who would have thought that I'd see this key again after all this time? When you look at it like this. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Kochin's safe in the Cadopian embassy. We confirmed that as a fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? I see that I'm about to get stabbed. Ha! What are you talking about? Ha! It appears you've come to understand what I'm talking about. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from this game, it's awful writing. Hey, I like this game's writing. I will defend it with my chickeny life. Fat Fairy, welcome to the stream. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe.
But that's preposterous.
I made her sound Scottish there. What was that? Because it looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. You fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. She's just angry she didn't figure it out first. Even as an adult, she still acts like a kid.
Then it's even possible then what I've been searching for is inside. Scrappy, hurry up and open that safe.
Yes, sir. Opening it now, sir.
These items, they're... It's just a bunch of knickknacks. What? He just thought that highly.
It's just a bunch of funny shaped stuff.
You're in the way. Now move, Scruffy.
I didn't think I was in the way.
These pieces of art. They're identical to ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world.
Oh, forgeries! The smuggling ring!
No way.
Of course, dude. Manny Kochin. He's guilty. Put him behind bars. Well, he's dead. Put him 6 feet under. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was meant to hide from view. How deep is that extra compartment? It holds like all these statues and stuff. No, it's a very obvious secret compartment if so. I believe a more thorough examination is required. Shoop-a-doop, boop. Oh, I love this song. But he just, folded these papers a little bit more. Look, it's snowing on Mount Fuji. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world.
I wonder how much they're worth. Especially this one.
Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why, do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break?
Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Hey, I can cover it, maybe? The Von Karma estate will cover it. Manfred's not using that money right now. There are pieces of stolen art. Okay. They're all the same, huh? Okay, then the papers. Boop. Don't tell me the papers are also art. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about.
Beats me, sir.
Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, detective? What is this? I'm trying to read it. Promoted... It's too hard. Mr. Kochin definitely signed it. Mr. Kochin's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. There's 3 pages, but one's missing? Wait, that's it? Look at it closely. Don't just leave it. What else? This, I guess? Ah, it's all the same, though. Huh. Am I stuck? Nah, there's gotta be logic or something I can do. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, wait, I never logicked this out. Stealing a secret, Francisco's return. Maybe this has something to do with the smuggling ring. Maybe? Okay. It didn't seem like a concrete connection, so I didn't want to chance it. But hey, there's nothing else happening in the story. Yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm doing pretty good. Just a little sleep deprived, which is gonna suck when I have to wake up for tomorrow's Smash reveal. Whatever it is, I'll have time in the morning to make a meme out of it or some kind of joke. Because whatever it is, we're at the point where everything obvious people want from Smash is just taken or unlikely or who knows? Like, the guesses are all over the place at this point. So I'm just gonna sit back, watch the chaos, just sleep in. But I'm missing out on valuable meme real estate. That stuff's valuable in this economy. To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret that the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? It's Manny Cochin's lingerie! He liked to dress up all pretty sometimes. It's a dirty, dirty secret. Anyway,
Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, you know it's time everybody now.
Fallison, what's up? How you doing? How was your, how did you get a good rest after your 12-hour charity stream, dude? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on it. Yes, the next character is gonna be, the credits of the Mario Super Show itself. Not Mario Super Show or Luigi and Mario, the credits. Or Steve from Minecraft. You're not spelling it right. It's Steve with a question mark. I just made a question mark with my hand. You didn't see it. I don't have a webcam. Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babbly's embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I might just need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Because this is clearly what she's looking for. I half expected her to interject once we saw all this evidence, but... Hold up. Story needs to progress in a certain manner. Smuggling! Your brain's spaghetti, but very worth it. Yeah! I apologize that time zones don't exactly work out, but I did my part. I did my part. Thank you. You did excellently, sir. Just let me know when the next time is gonna be. Oh, speaking of, I know you've played this game. I'm gonna be playing World of Horror on Friday. It's gonna be great. I haven't seen all the new content. I'm gonna be playing it, presenting it, telling everybody scary stories for October's spooky month. It's gonna be great. If you happen to be awake at the time, just letting you know. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that? Yes. Yeah. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document. You have number 2. I was wondering why it was missing. It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Kingdom of Codopia. The paper itself? What, are they made from a rare species of tree that is now extinct? Which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabasta and Babal is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. See? He may never say it out loud, but he respects and loves his adoptive sister. Yeah, he'll be there with bells on. It's Halloween, not Christmas, but hey, if you're gonna be an elf for Halloween, I'll accept it. What's your Halloween costume, guys? It's coming up soon. Best part about being a weeb is that the costume that you make and wear for anime conventions is also just gonna be your Halloween costume. You don't have to make a new one, you just wear the same thing. Easy peasy. I can't tell you, like, usually at my work, not this year of course, but we have a Halloween kind of event, costume contest, cookie bake-off and everything. And the programming team as a whole, the engineering team as a whole, we usually make this group costume. Like in past years, we've done like Super Smash Brothers and everybody's a different Smash character. I was an Inkling and one coworker was Reaper from Overwatch, and he like joined as a guest character and won this tournament that we set up. In past years, we were like the cast of the Lego movie. In other years, we were like we were Pokemon trainers, and we built a giant Game Boy out of wood. Like, we always go all out. And it's usually influenced by whatever I decide is my cosplay costume. Usually, not always. And I try to, like, bring it up and push for it to happen, and then it does. This year, I would have totally made, like, something for My Hero Academia. Maybe, like, Tokoyami, make a bird hat to wear. You know, I'm already a chicken, why not? Anyway, Nook and Cranny. Let's go to Nook's Cranny, buy some Halloween candy. This is your costume. Yellow Pikachu's gonna be a cow. Nestle, wow. Is sport connected to any evidence I hold? Yes, yes, yes. Now you get to watch me play it. Well, I'll tell you, I know all of the cases that I had played before they added new stuff. So it's sadly not gonna be like, you don't get to watch the fun of me playing blind and stumbling through things. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna win. There's a lot of RNG in World of Horror, I will say. Eureka! Anyway, Eureka. You don't celebrate Halloween in Australia. It's frowned upon to trick or treat. Oh. That's unfortunate. Hey, you can still dress up. I won't tell. On my... absolutely, I allow it. Just come over. Don't come over here. It's a terrible idea. Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. Used cow. I'm not calling Francisca a cow. I'm just reading the emote. It says there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. I wonder how it got leaked. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? LemmyCat asked an art question on Discord. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll check it. I'll hack it. Hack. Well, it certainly looks that way. Ah, no wonder I couldn't read it. It's written in, what, Babblese? It's all just babble to me. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. Look at this script. It almost looks like Nordic script, I want to say. Like, it wouldn't be out of place in the newest God of War game or something like that. Yeah. And it seems you have now found what you're looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Corchin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babblese ink. Smuggling the ink? Huh?
It's written in chicken scratch.
I already made that joke, but now that we actually see it, it's accurate. Sorry, I read all of it, actually. It's Russian. It doesn't look like Russian to me. Dang it, where's Ravioli when you need him? Babblese ink. Babblese ink is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported. And that reason is, it's made of blood. Not human blood, it's made of chicken blood. Oh. Oh no! You thought it was math. Even more, that's even scarier, dude. LemmyCat asked, what's a good drawing tablet? I know you didn't ask on stream, but I want to say for all digital artists out there, or aspiring digital artists, I 100% recommend XP Pen. I have an XP Pen tablet with a screen in it, 15-inch. It's amazing. It has buttons on the side and a little scroll wheel. And I've seen reviews. It is just as good as, if not better than, a Cintiq. And it only costs like a third of the price. Like, it's really good. It's really good. I've used it as my third monitor for my streaming computer and to make some art. I made Brad's birthday present on this thing. Like, look at this. That. I drew that. I drew that on this tablet. It works very well. Wait a minute. Stop it. Yeah. It's very good. Very good. Cyrillic-esque. Yep. Cyrillic, rather. The drummer tripped. Fell on the cymbals. If I move the emulator window, it just plays the last note. Remix. That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Oh, but I need to know everything.
In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. ManokAdobo. His base was in an embassy, thus, it was hard for both our country and his to interfere. Sneaky, sneaky. What, do you think he's got diplomatic immunity? This ain't lethal weapon. Making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Z-Pen? Z-Pen. I don't know that company, but XP Pen is great. It works great. I even tried the regular drawing tablets, the ones without screens, and they work wonderfully. Like, they're smoother than any Wacom I've ever tried. Amazingly. Like, less lag, more accurate. Honestly, very impressed. That's why I bought one when I tried it out at a convention. Like, I immediately, like, was enamored by it as a sometimes artist. I make my own emotes, I guess that counts. But it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment upon with my whip of justice. Well, you can still whip the body, I guess. Well, just please try to keep it intact so we can perform an autopsy properly later. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Wait a minute. I was joking. Well, I'm not interested. Francisca, you must know that ManokAdobo was the suspect in the Kg8 incident. Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there's the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved.
What really happened that day?
Investigation complete.
Ooh, doggy. We're almost at the 3-hour mark, but I'm gonna keep going just a little bit more. Are you done investigating? I don't have to answer that question. You don't control me. You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be? Right. We were trying to clear Kay's name. I forgot what we were investigating. I got too excited about the whole smuggling ring stuff. Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu. Kay Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of ManokAdobo.
Mr. Edward! Please! You have to believe me! I didn't do it! I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here! And he was already...
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You're reading my Miranda rights. We're not even on American soil. Not even sure if it's Japanese soil. No. It's Babalian soil. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. What, are you saying ManokAdobo stabbed himself? Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah. We'll tell her what's what. We got time. Why arrest Kay? Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babylonis embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body.
Maybe they jumped out the window. Maybe they are just very tiny. Maybe they're in the room as we speak. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she's the Yatagarasu?
Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu.
Ah, look! How many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu!
Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu.
Look, I know you're trying to be philosophical about all this, but let me lay down the facts. Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manikochin.
Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of.
You know, if this is what fashion looks like in Zhengfa, then I want to visit sometime. So fancy. YRSK. She looks like she belongs on the runway. She looks like she belongs in a Lady Gaga music video. She looks like Lady Gaga.
Even your police confirmed the Yatagarasu infiltrated.
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. You saying she not looking kinda sus? She's the imposter! Eject her out! Vote her out! I don't know, Edward talking quite a lot. Edward kinda sus, vote him! Edward was ejected. Edward was not the imposter. One imposter remains.
Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babylonis embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl.
No! How do we know you didn't do it, Sheena?
In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight.
Now, are you saying that the Yatagarasu started the fire? The confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire?
She didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area.
So you believe, Kay, that there was a sus? We gotta sus the Vic before the perp. Something else that's an abbreviation.
Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire.
It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst.
A phantom thief? Yeah.
Wait, Gumshoe has a long coat. Uh-oh. In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer.
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Kochin for the key.
I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary.
Sasuga Basuda!
However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might be the opening I need. That one right there. This one. But also, I want to see the other dialogue, just in case.
Hold it!
Don't point the finger at me. I'm pointing the finger at you. You're awesome. You're all awesome. You're breathtaking. Every one of you. You guys. Don't deny it. No, I got proof. I got proof. You know who my proof is? Testimony from Keanu Reeves himself. You're breathtaking. Can't deny it. Lock him up. Throw away the key. I'm sorry.
You got Among Us on mobile, you wanted to be on the loop. It was hard. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's available over there, or if you had to like spoof your phone's country or something. I'm sure the easiest way to get a computer and would probably be get a computer, install BlueStacks, and then install the game on there. That way it's free, it's running on Android. Honestly, I kind of prefer the game on Android because the controls are obviously meant for touchscreen. Like all the tasks you have to do are like clicking and dragging and stuff, which is a lot easier when you can just like zoop, zoop, zoop. You didn't know how to play. Well, that's what makes it easy to suss out the imposter at first. You'll get used to it. It's pretty fun, actually. You're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents? As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret. Which means that the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. You have it all wrong! It was the fake that sent that card! Your words are meaningless. If you are truly innocent, then let's see some proof. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I leave it to you to handle this. Yes, I'd rather you did. The Yatagarasu's goal, huh? You can claim she's innocent, but you can't change the facts that I've already outlined. Most importantly, there was no one else in here.
Hold it! Maybe it was a suicide.
The app worked fine on your phone. I thought you were saying it was hard because like it was hard to get the app. I didn't know if there was any like country-specific stuff. But yeah, your first time playing, you're like, if you happen to get the unfortunate series of events to be the imposter in the first round, you might ask like, hey, how come my name's red? Hey, how come I have tasks but I can't actually do them? Hey, how come me and that other person's thing is red? Hey, how come you don't just hide in the vents? It wasn't me, I was hiding in the vent. I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. Don't you know, that's the rules of Ace Attorney. Like, it's the reason they always arrest Maya Fey. No, but if you saw the self-purported Yatagarasu standing in front of a body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself? Even so, I'd still listen to what the person had to say before I passed judgment. Ha! Are you talking about yourself and those times when you were under suspicion? Multiple times. Francisca, you know that's a sore subject for Edgeworth. Francisca's sprite does not look right when it's well, it does not look correct when it's facing right. It is looking right now, but it's looking wrong. But Here's another art tip for you. If you want to make sure your art looks nice and proportional, flip it. Like flip it horizontally in either the program, or sometimes some art programs just have a button that does it. Then you realize after looking at another angle, you're like, oh, it looks weird. Like it looks fine. It just never looks like it was never meant to be seen at that side. You know what? Her mole's on the wrong side. That's one thing, but that's probably not the only reason it looks weird. I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience. Like honestly, that's kind of rude.
I personally know that feeling really well, sir.
And yet in my situation, I now know exactly what that's like too.
Not as bad as Edgeworth had it, I'll tell you what.
I'm fine with never experiencing it, ever.
Are you done with your little group conference? Whoops. Forgot what we were in the middle of business here. So Agent Shina suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Yatagarasu. But if I can prove that the Yatagarasu's goal is not related to murder, then I may be able to get the reason there. Yep. Okie dokie. So the girl claims to be the Yatagarasu, but she wanted to steal documents, so she killed Mr. Kochin for the key. I don't have that many pieces of evidence, so... Hold on. Do. Just let me look at everything I got. Do. So she's saying she had to know that Mr. Kochin had the key. But wouldn't the Yatagarasu have the key? If it's the Yatagarasu's key? Hold on, wait a minute.
Objection!
Oops. Oops. Hold on. Wait a second. Doot. Oh, wait. She appended her testimony. Hold on, we're good. I guess not. I knew it. Because I don't need to talk my way out of it. But it's... I don't like to waste time delving into subjects that don't warrant a response. Would appear that I was mistaken. This one.
Objection!
There. If she is the Yatagarasu, she would have the key. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there's a flaw in your logic. I was pointing at the wrong thing. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I'm certain that securing the smuggling document is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. She sweat. But the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all, but to directly murder Cochin. Wait, that still makes her guilty. Oops. Knew a little bit about Among Us through the fan art and stuff. There's been a lot of fan art about Among Us. Like, even besides the characters all being these funny little astronaut beans, somehow, like, people end up making these super realistic, like, anime astronauts with these cracks in the helmet showing these, like, tentacles coming out, and it's like, oh, that's really cool, actually. The game just exploded so fast. If I were the devs of Among Us, I'd be so, like... I'd be wondering what I did. Because the game's been out for, like, 2 years, and then just now is getting popular. How do we replicate the success? How do we keep it going? How do we not mess it up? There'd be so much pressure. Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on it. Then why kill him? If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Hold it. Need. Reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Oh, geez, I hate when I sneak around and I accidentally snap somebody's neck. I was just trying to give him a hug, but then I just went, oh. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. Gotcha there. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death. Objection! He's clearly alive! You have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. What? I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. So what? I found a body while I was holding the gun that supposedly shot him. That doesn't mean I was guilty. Oh no. There's no Phoenix right here to prove her innocent. I'm no good at this defense lawyering stuff. I've only done it once. But what? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. Alrighty then. You were imposter 3 times, 3rd time somebody saw you killing someone, yet you got everyone to vote him out. That's the only way. You gotta throw your accuser under the bus. That's the tricky thing about Among Us. Even if you see somebody committing the act, it's a matter of getting everybody else to believe you. But then, like, if you are the killer, and then you immediately throw sus on somebody, and then it turns out that they're not the imposter, then the suspicion just immediately is on you. So be very careful when you do that. Definitive evidence. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of that knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. Wait. Okay, that's what she means, not like the butterfly knife. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. What do you mean like no other? There's another set at the Alabasta embassy. We know that. There's matching sets. That is your definitive evidence? You see now that she's definitely the killer, right?
No! Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me!
What if she is, though?
I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear!
And you came in here because you were chasing the suspicious person?
That's right! I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. When I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then...
Uh-oh. There's not even a light switch, dude. Ah! Whoa! Who's there?
This is...
Sheena was just standing outside. How did you not see her come in? This is suspicious, dude.
I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream.
Why would the killer scream and alert people to their own presence?
And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her.
Yeah, excellent detective work, Sheena. Really smart cookie. So the object K found by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon?
I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone prints on it.
We failed to find prints. Well, you know, he's not around anymore.
The suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go?
Dude, the shirt on the rack behind them just suddenly like starts like growing a person from within, and then they just like get up and walk away.
They were camouflaged this whole time.
That I don't know, but I know they came in here. Hold it. That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony.
This is the most Sheena has talked all game. I thought she was just a secretary, but it looks like there's something a little more to her.
You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't.
Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Oh, he can't say no to those sad little eyes. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry. I can, and I will. I've got my eyes on you. No sudden movements. Definitive evidence. I can feel it. I can feel it. This is the last one of the part of the chapter.
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon.
Oh? Press everything to be sure.
And for more dialogue.
Does this mean that you already have the results back?
We have confirmed that the shape of the Babalese knife's blade matches the wound.
Yes, but did you perform a second autopsy?
Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensics teams with your own.
I won't if you don't, and estimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit.
If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead.
That has been my intention all along. Now let us return to your testimony.
Hold it! The butterfly knife.
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? My special eyes?
I was also in the search for the Yatagarasu. Yes, I did see them with my special eyes. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with a knife in her hands.
My friend.
This is exactly playing out like an Among Us event. Like an Among Us argument. Absolutely. It's frustrating when you're right and no one's there to prove you're right. That's what's happening in the cave right now. Man, if I ever get imposter in Among Us, I need an Edgeworth. I need an Edgeworth to bail me out. And then I'll betray him by killing him later. I need someone to vouch for me, like, oh, I saw him doing a medbay scan. He's safe. Like, there should be a way to fake getting a medbay scan or doing tasks that actually visually appear. But like, maybe you can only do it once per game, so you have to use it very strategically. You have to make sure someone's around to see it before you actually proc it. Yeah, that is the crux of the game, though. The fact that you're just relying on people's words.
Who knows? Maybe they are lying.
I already told you. I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu.
Just don't kill someone in front of people like I did with Pi. I thought you were off in a different room, dude. You didn't see me kill. You saw me leave the room. It's funny because I was specifically waiting to see if nobody was around before I left the room. I didn't even see you come up and see me. You must have like barely saw me, so if I had actually not waited and got out of there faster, you wouldn't have seen me.
Dang it. Timing.
The suspicious person I saw came into this room. So sus. When I entered, it was pitch dark. They must have been hiding in vent. I felt someone by my foot, something by my foot. I turned on the lights and then found out it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect.
The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it?
That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that will prove me innocent?
I think I do, because there is just one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. It's this one, the autograph. Oh, it's so nice. I'll preserve it forever. Once in a lifetime opportunity, I met the Steel Samurai himself. I'm sorry, I mean, this knife. One of a set of 3 knives. Blade same as the wound. Wait, I should probably inspect my evidence, just in case. There's a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like...
Oh, I guess so people can change it whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir.
Fun. Fun with knives. I don't think people would just remove the handle for fun, detective. Maybe they do. Inspect the blade. Same difference. Sure, Sleepy. I'll get you next time. I'll get you next time. Just you wait. I got your number. It's 40. 40 winks, Mr. Sleepy. So this is what took Mr. Coach's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Lick it. Maybe you'll transform into him for 24 hours.
Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days, but knives that we use to kill are always the hardest for me to bear.
Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it.
Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir?
Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. Hey! Probably means the handle was put on after the stabby stab. Considering that the handle burned off the other ones? Yeah, that's very weird. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. Do-do-do,
Hold it!
I ask that you please refrain from speculation. Please, stop buying stocks. Please. It makes me feel bad that I don't invest my money. I'm fine using a bank account. It's a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Hold it! Miles Edgeworth, nods as an ungraceful loss was not to be tolerated, my subordinate. Now rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Sis has got my back. Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. Sure. She seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Sheena, please continue with your testimony. Like, it's Sheena. Like, it's supposed to be a Chinese-inspired name or something. But it really just sounds like I'm saying her name is Sheena. Designed like no other, huh? About the three-piece set. Is there really no other like it? Let's ask Ambassador Palliano for more details, shall we? The knives are indeed special. I forgot you were here. They had the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babal, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design. Along with the Alabastion set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each. Yes, there is a Alabastion set. I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue. Points to the girl, there's no counter. I got my line of questioning. I got my line of answering. I just need to make sure. Just make sure before I present it. Now I believe there's still room for debate, and I'll thank you for not to decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at reality the way it is. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? She's nostalgic? No, just regular sunglasses. Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you. Perhaps. What woman isn't? But our definitions of reality are a tad different. Are the 2 of you done chatting? Agent Sheena's proof is the Babalese knife that Kay was allegedly holding.
Yeah, so, how are you going to prove that Kay didn't do it, sir?
If Agent Sheena wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, then I must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder.
But do you have such evidence, sir?
Yes, there's only one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me, and I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Sheena. Let's go. Let's go. The knife is a butterfly weapon. Now, the thing that's kind of... I'll try stuff. I got plenty of health. Objection! Not that one. Not that one, cowboy. This piece of evidence shows us the contradiction in your testimony. Does it? By your silence, I assume you agree with my conclusion. No, I just don't have a worthy response. In any case, I have some documents I need to attend to. It's just a manga. She printed it out. It's a scanslation. I guess she feels that she has no need to counter my argument. Not even gracing it with a response. Wow. Alright, this one. Hold it! Let me make sure, because after pressing this once, Edward had a little remark like, oh, maybe I should look at the evidence again. Maybe now that I've looked at it, it will have a little like something different will happen at the end of the examination. Nope. Hold it. Oopsie. Didn't mean to do it again. I got sleepy. It's late. It's late at night. Someone help. I need like a caffeine injection directly into my brainstem. The only way. I'm fading. I gotta make sure I sleep early tonight because I need to go watch the Smash thingy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That one with this one. Objection! There you go. No. So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There's blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kate was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon? It's okay, you can be wrong sometimes, no need to fret about it. This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Shall we give it a go? And people tell me that Edgeworth doesn't sound posh. Do it. Woo! Slides right out. As you can see, the Babalese knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. What is with this game and knives that have special gimmicks to them? Yeah, you know, just you flip this piece out and it becomes a little helicopter. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Kojin was killed with a butterfly-themed knife. I tried to yell as monotonically as possible, and I don't know if it came out right. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. Her sweating sprite is creepy. It's the smile. Like, why is she smiling during it? And it's just a lot of sweat. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? Transformer knives. The Megatron knife becomes a gun.
Gun, blade, gun blade.
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles. Hold it! Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Yeah, normal, sure. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem. I object! That was objectionable! Ha! Ha ha! The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Kojin's killer. Because the truth will set you free. Hey, does the blade have a little flower motif on it? It does. What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. The embassy guy, cause it has the thing with the flags. Yeah, baby. Ink and the paper. Let's go. You can't be serious. It appears that you made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. It's also a natural symbol. It's a flower. That's right. The kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. Woohoo! Almost blew her hair straight off. I love how she just... zoop, like some sort of, like, punching dummy. Just, whoop, comes right back to the exact same spot. Ah! The world's shortest yell. Ah! This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably a Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Or can you? You see, the knife handle transforms into a gun, but the gun transforms into a sword, but the sword transforms into a bomb. What? Push! Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastan side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastan object over here. How do you know that? Maybe somebody snuck over. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer.
Ooh, way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory.
It doesn't feel like a very big victory. Did she even break down? She cracked a little, I guess. Gumshoe, don't break out the confetti just yet.
Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet?
I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabastan knife? Here? Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? There's a lot more to it than that. It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over. In
know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just here standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates.
Okay?
Well, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really.
Yeah, no, he did.
But
Come on, you don't have to be shy about it.
hold it. Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. Sure, we can argue that a different time.
That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like the fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
You literally said in your testimony that you thought she wasn't. Just turn it around because you want some sort of victory. How shallow of you. Preposterous! On what grounds do you suspect of her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof.
That's the same thing you used to prove the other argument. Stop, you're babbling.
Miss Sheena, yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief, Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards. I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn.
Big talk about yourself, dude.
I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Haha!
Take them. Take them. You look so red, Kay.
Well, I guess we better get going.
What brand are they? Are they K-bands? Going? To where?
To the kingdom of Alabast? If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right?
I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking.
To see where the Alabastian knife came from,
We'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. This game they're playing. As if he's following orders, even though she knows that's exactly what he wants to do anyway. He's not gonna say no. Yeah! And would you look at that? Billy Joel says we didn't do it. He didn't do it. We didn't do it. We're innocent. Billy Bob Joel. Okay. Good hustle out there, fellas. We really did it. But, let me tell you, I may have a walkthrough for this episode on in the background just in case. I'm seeing how long it is. I know how long the case is. I always knew it was long. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a long while. It might still take until after October to finish this game. So this is the last episode. Don't you worry about running out of Miles Edgeworth. There's gonna be a lot. For now, though, we're taking a break. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. You'll see me again someday. Someday. Oh, Blue Badger. You okay there? He's fine. He'll just burn out eventually. He's dancing too hard. He's dancing too hard. He's on fire. Let's see if there's any art. Guys, thank you for sticking it out. Always fun to have you. Hope you guys are enjoying the story. I know I am. I love this game series. I love this game. It just so respectful for the fans of the series. And also, even if it's your first Ace Attorney game, it's a good one. It's a good one. Twists and turns all around. Abounds. Alright, okay. If you guys ever have any fan art to show the stream, based on the games I play or the Chickeny theme, post it to the stream art section of my Discord, or tweet it at me and I'll show it. If you do tweet it at me, please let me know during the stream because I don't check Twitter during the stream. But yeah. If you enjoyed, punch the like button in the face. Or just whatever. Follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. Or subscribe to the YouTube channel. You want updates? Follow the Twitter, join the Discord, all that good stuff. And the next time you see me, it'll be a different world because another character will be revealed for Smash. And I'll probably be even more sleep deprived, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah. Alright guys, if you need to go to sleep, I will let you. Have a good night. And as always, stay clucky. See you next time. Bye-bye.